Hello students, I am Dr. Amit Bhatnagar, working as Senior Research Officer in the Department of Agronomy at GB Pant, University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar, Uttarakhand. This lecture is based on basic difference between organic farming and conventional farming. What are the key point difference in organic farming and conventional farming? So there are basic fundamental differences between these two type of farming. Generally, we consider and think that organic farming is just application of dung or urine or FYM or compost, and if we apply the organics, then it is organic farming. But it is not like that. It is misconception. If we are applying only FYM or compost and we say this is organic crop, it is not like that. There are several points which are considered under organic farming. When there is a protocol, some standard, some regulation, some system, it is system approach, it is holistic approach. So when we adopt a whole system and the whole regulation and certification, then it is said to be organic. Then what are the differences between organic and conventional? This lecture is based on these key differences. So these are the parameters and this is the difference. What is the aim? Actually, in case of organic farming, our aim is the health and healthy food production without any contamination, without any residue, so that health of the human and animal and soil and the whole system is maintained, and the healthy food with sustainable system. So that system is sustainable without degradation of environment, maintaining of resources. So here aim is to produce the healthy food so that health is maintained. While in case of conventional farming, the aim is the profit earning. Whether it is commercial farming or any other farming, the major objective is to net return the profit, to earn the money. So money is the aim, and sustainability is not considered. The contamination and other things are not considered. Major aim is to produce maximum and maximum so that maximum profit can be earned. So here only the profit and production, maximum production is the aim. Now the aim is different, that's why approaches are different. Different type of approach are adopted. So here we think that ecosystem is one, whole system is one. So that's why approach is holistic approach. And that's why we consider some concept and some principles. So this is based on the concept and principle based approach. And there are four concepts. There are four concept: organic concept, organic concept, then holistic concept. The whole system, ecosystem is considered one. And in case of organic, the farm is considered as a living system. Then other is living soil concept, means soil is considered living. So that's why we try to increase the organic matter, FYM, etc., so that its fertility and productivity is maintained. And healthy plant concept. And healthy plant concept, that if plant are healthy, means they have inherent capacity to tolerate the disease and insect, definitely their infestation and infection will be less, and we have to apply less input. So these are the concept based approach, and some principles are adopted to achieve the target, to approach and to get the aim. So there are also four principles. Principle of health means to maintain the health of human, animal, livestock, and the earth as a whole and soil. Then principle of ecology means we have to maintain the ecosystem without degradation of the environment. This is very important, ecological concept. Then principle of care, or principle of fairness to life opportunity, maintain the fairness in the relationship. And the principle of care means to care the future generation, and the present generation means to think about the resource use, so that resources are not degraded, and how we can maintain our future and the present generation. So this is the approach, concept based approach and principle based approach. While in case of this conventional farming, the simple approach is how to maximize the production with the maximum input use. So here commercialization is the approach, and total market oriented, profit oriented is the approach in case of this. This is market oriented approach, and no principle is followed, no approach is considered, just to produce the product and sell into the market so that maximum money can be earned. Then input source, this is the important difference. Input source, since approach are different, so that's why, since we have to follow some principles and some concepts, so that's why input source are very important. So here the input source, actually ecological balance is the main theme, and healthy food, natural cycle, sustainability, environmentally safe. So that's why biological cycle, biological interaction, natural cycles are used. So inputs are those inputs which are produced on farm. So on farm inputs are used. Suppose crop residue, dung, urine, which are produced on the farm, so they are used as a input. So these are renewable sources and minimum dependence on non-renewable resources. Here the off-farm inputs are used, means the inputs are purchased from the market. Here inputs are not purchased from the market, the input which are produced on the farm, only those inputs are used. Here off-farm inputs means purchase of the input from the market. So here use the synthetics, they use the fertilizers, they use pesticides, herbicides. So this is the input, and here synthetics are not allowed. Synthetic not allowed. Here synthetics are allowed. So that's why intensive use of input. And the GMO, genetically modified crops, are not allowed in case of here this synthetics not allowed, and these are allowed. GMO are not allowed. GMO means genetically modified organism, maybe a crop or anything. So here these are allowed. GMO, genetically modified crops like GM cotton, BT cotton, BT corn, BT soybean, these crops are not allowed in organic farming. So here BT cotton is not allowed because it is produced by not by natural process, by synthetic process. DNA recombinant technology is used in this BT cotton. DNA recombinant. This is not natural present. This DNA is not naturally present. There is artificial recombination. That's why BT cotton is not allowed. Here it is allowed because organic farming doesn't consider any type of input. But here in case of this organic farming, BT insecticides are used. BT microbial preparations are used. Actually, BT is the Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria which produce the toxic proteins. So these BT proteins are natural. It is very interesting to note that BT proteins are natural. So that's why BT preparations to kill the insect is used. So it is used as a microbial insecticide. But BT crop is different. In BT crop, DNA is changed by recombinant technology. So that's why BT cotton is not allowed, but these BT insecticides are allowed. And in conventional farming, all the inputs, whether it is in farm or farm, all the farm are used, but the major emphasis is on off-farm resources. So in conventional farming, it is not like that. In farm, on-farm resources are not used. It is not like that. In a conventional farming, we can use all type, whether it is produced on farm or purchased from the market. So it is important to note that BT cotton is not allowed here, but BT insecticide allowed. And here in conventional farming, all things are allowed. Then plant protections. In case of this conventional farming, the here the major since synthetics are not allowed, fungicides, insecticide, herbicides are not allowed. So pest population may increase. So this is based on preventive method to prevent the pest population to reach the economic above the economic injury level. So measures are based on basically preventive methods. But in case of conventional farming, curative methods, pest is there, then it is killed by the insecticide and by fungicide, by herbicide. So here major emphasis on preventive and here is curative. And here natural cycles are used, natural biological cycles are used mainly because there is interaction. So predator, parasite, natural pathogens are used. And here mainly the pesticides are used. So this is the key difference. But it is not like that the natural cycles or predator cannot be used in organic farming. In organic farming, all things can be used, whether it is used in organic farming or not. But organic farming is strictly followed. What is to be used and what is to be not to be used, it has to be separate. But in conventional farming, we are free to any input, whether it is organic, inorganic, natural, or curative or preventive, all type of inputs. Then crop culture. In case of organic farming, the crop culture is multiculture. Different type of crops are grown and different families which belong to different family. So multiculture, it is multiculture. Vegetables are there, orchard is there, spices there, flowers are there, field crops are there. A number of different type of crops are grown in organic farm. While in conventional farming, the only one crop is commercially one crop is grown. Suppose rice is grown on over 2 hectare area, 3 hectare area, 4 hectare area. Similarly, wheat is grown over a large area. So here commercial farming, so it is a monoculture or mono. Only one type of crop is grown in one season. So that's why there is a rice farm, wheat farm, potato farm, because this crop dominate. But in case there is no dominance of crop in organic farm, in general, different type of crops are grown. So that's why biodiversity is maintained. Biodiversity is very high because the number of crops are grown. But in case of this conventional farming, biodiversity is very low. So this biodiversity is very important for nutrient recycling and the pest management. So these biodiversity maintain the insect population, pest population, and pest population doesn't rise beyond a level. Also provide the nutrient through nutrient recycling. That's why interactions, biological interaction and nutrient cycling is there. So sustainability is maintained with respect to nutrient availability, means nutrients are available for a longer period. So nutrients are sustained, a cycle is maintained, pests are controlled in natural way. So sustainability is there. So there is a natural cycle which have a competition or the resource limitation, predation, parasitism, and keep the pest population beyond a level. So sustainability is high and sustainability is low. The other reason behind the sustainability is that in organic source, here major emphasis is on organic. Nutrient source, input source, organic source, means FYM, compost, crop residue, biofertilizer, a number of green manuring, a number of options are available. And these organic actually increases the organic matter content in soil. Once the organic matter content is increased, then it improves soil physical, chemical and biological properties. So it works in long run. While in case of there is limited use, major focus is on fertilizers, synthetic fertilizers. So nutrient deficiency are common. Micronutrient deficiency common in conventional farming because we apply only 2 or 3 type of fertilizer, like urea, it provide only nitrogen, DAP, it provide only nitrogen and phosphorus, MOP, it provide only potassium and chloride, and zinc sulfate, zinc and sulfate, and NPK fertilizer, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So generally 3 nutrients are provided in conventional farming. So micronutrient deficiency is common. But in case of here, organics are used, and these organics are natural vegetation products, ultimately animal or plant products, and they have all the essential nutrients. So micronutrient deficiency is not common in long run. Okay, so that's why sustainability is maintained because of this biodiversity and because of this organic use which maintain the natural cycles, biological cycle, nutrient interaction. Then the production in organic farming is strictly regulated, strictly monitoring is there. So some national and international agencies are there which have regulation on the organic production. So some certification, some standards we have to follow in organic production. So international bodies are very common, like Codex. This is the international institution, Codex Alimentarius. This is, it has strict regulation on organic production. Then IFOM, International Federation for Organic Agriculture Movement. It has regulation, so it is strictly regulated. So organic farm, organic produce is not simply produced. It is under supervision, it is under monitoring, it is regulation. Then certification is there. Then product is said to be a organic product after the certification and accreditation is there. But in case of conventional farming, not such type of process are there. There is no regulation, only just grow the rice, wheat, potato, sugarcane and sell into the market. There is no regulation, no certification is required. So that's why in organic farming, initially farmer face some type of problem in certification, in accreditation and in monitoring. So initially there is problem, may face problem, but later on there is no such type of problem. Once it is established and monitored and as accredited, then there is no problem. So strictly regulated. So this regulation is to trust whether it is organic or not, because organic doesn't mean that only apply the organic. It should be free from the pesticide residue, any contamination. If it has any contamination, then it is not organic. Suppose we are providing the only FYM or compost and we are using only this organic, but it has some toxic residue or any contamination, heavy metal contamination, then it is not considered as an organic product. So organic product is not only the application of FYM or organic. It should be free from pesticide, free from the contamination. How it is monitored? It is regulated by some bodies. So in our country, state government and central government have some agencies for the certification and accreditation. Then produce yield and quality. So there is a debate on the yield, that yield under organic farming is low, productivity level is low, and conventional farming is high. It is not like that. It is not always true. Once the conventional farm is converted into organic farm, then in initial productivity is low, because in that field there is no natural cycle, no biological system, no biodiversity, no nutrient release. Definitely yield goes low. But when we use the organic, then there is soil improvement, physical property, chemical properties, then biodiversity is maintained, which is responsible for insect pest control, nutrient release. Then productivity slightly slowly increases, and then it attain equal to the conventional farming. So it is not like that in organic farm yield level is low. Initially it is low, but if it is managed properly in initial year, then productivity level can be maintained as a conventional farming production system. So yield is issue, no problem. Yield is issue, but in initial years, not in later years. But as far as quality is concerned, because it is free from contamination, any toxic substance, so quality is very high. So that's why superior quality. While in case of this conventional farming, we are using pesticides, herbicide, insecticide. Insecticide leaves a toxic residue in crops. So quality is inferior because produce carry the toxic substances. So these are the key differences. Since the quality is superior and it is good for health, so produce cost or produce price, we can say market price is high as compared to conventional. Suppose like rice, organic wheat price is higher than normal rice price. Similarly, we are using organic sugarcane, organic gur, jaggery, organic jaggery has high cost as compared to normal jaggery, which made from the sugarcane grown under conventional farming. So organic produce has premium price, higher cost because of their quality. So these are the key differences between organic farming. If we see the differences, the basic difference start from the aim and approach. The aim and approach is different. That's why we use the different type of measures for the crop production. We use different type of crop culture, and because of this biodiversity is maintained. Once biodiversity is maintained, we can grow the crop, we can maintain the soil, we can maintain the natural resources for longer period, so sustainability is maintained. So actually all these are the linkage between the aim, purpose, practices and the outcome. So these are the key differences between organic farming and conventional farming. Now it is clear that only application of organic, FYM and compost is the not organic farming. Organic farming is a holistic system, is a system approach which is based on some certain principle and the concept, and the produce quality is high, and the aim is to produce the healthy food which is good for all living system. So it cannot be achieved only by applying organic. So healthy food cannot be applied by only organic. We have to eliminate, we have to remove all the pollutants, toxicants, toxic residue which is in either in soil or in the crop. So if it is free from pollutant, toxicants, residue, toxic residue and grown under organic mode of nutrition, then it is organic farm, and then it should be accredited and certified that it is free from the pollutant and toxicant and mode of nutrition is through organic. Then farm is said to be organic. So this is the difference between organic farming and conventional farming. And in conventional farming, no such type of protocols, standards need not to be followed. Simply judge the crop, use the input and maximize the production and the profit. So this is the key differences between organic farming and conventional farming. Thank you very much.